Good evening. Welcome to this regular scheduled business meeting of the Summersville City Council on this 27th day of October 2025. We're pretty excited tonight because we've got some special guests and we welcome you. We're going to get right to you here in a minute. The first thing we're going to do is a consideration of the council minutes of the meeting we held on October 13th of 2025.
Move to approve and waive the reading.
Second. Council, we got a first and a second. The motion was to waive the reading. Are there any changes to those minutes as they were presented in your packet? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion so carries. So at this time, under public comment, I'm going to turn the floor over to Gary Withy for some introduction of our special guests.
I'll tell you what, guys, when I invite some friends over, I'm serious, right? This is awesome. Really, really exciting. I'm a head coach and have been for a lot of years, and I had a special team myself one time and brought them in front of the council, and to this day they still talk about that and they still remember that. Not only that, raise your hand if you've ever been to a city council meeting. So, another reason why this is special.
I understand why not.
It's a lot of fun.
Yeah. So it's an exciting time, and but truly the reason they're here is just they have had just a tremendous season, one worth being recognized, and one that I'm very proud of. And you know, I've got to know some of these kids on a radio show that I've had, and they're great kids. But this team is quite special, and one reason it's special, you hear about teams that have some disconnect throughout the season and have some highs and lows, and this team is just so connected. And I've been fortunate enough to go and watch a couple of their playoff games, and it was special to watch how close they are, not only on the field but off the field, and it was a joy to watch these kids. I had the opportunity to watch them play some in Ravenswood on Saturday in the finals, and got to see my first header. That was pretty special, and for the ones that don't know that, that's a little corner kick. Most generally, it can happen anytime, but this one happens from a corner kick. And who is it that kicks it? There he is. Stand up. Stand up. Okay. This is Trenton, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So Trenton has spent a lot of time. You can sit down now. He spent a lot of time at his craft, and it's a difficult kick. And then they have some plays involved there, and the one that I saw, I guess it was Elias, wasn't it? Elias came from nowhere and smacks it in with his head, and I jumped 3 feet in the air, maybe a foot, and was really excited because it was an exciting time. But it's truly a special team, and I want to talk a little bit about them, and then I'm going to ask Coach Gadd to introduce them. Just listen to some of these numbers. This Bears team was 14-1 on the season. In 15 games, they held 12 teams scoreless. Okay, they allowed only 9 goals all season, and 5 of those goals came in one game. And we talked about that game a little bit on the radio, and it was a tough night. It was against a really good Eastern Greenbrier team, which later when they came over here, we took care of the business, right? And we sent them back to Eastern Greenbrier with a loss. They have allowed no goals in their last 7 games. None. 14-1 on the season, the Bears outscored their opponents 75-9. Top 5 scorers this year was Elias Blake with 31, Timmy LaRose 13, Owen Snyder 10, Haven Frame 6, and Trenton Kuhn 3. That's some fantastic numbers right there. But you can tell, as Coach likes to say, defense wins championships, and I agree 100%, right?
Right.
So I'm going to introduce some of these defenders that I've seen here recently, and these kids really made a difference. Brooklyn Cook, Paige Verusa, Tate Gunter, Zayden Wilkins, Trenton Kuhn, Easton Tencher, Talon Balmer, Kylie Cox, Austin Carpenter, Emma Hines, Crosley Bales, Kennedy Garrett, and I'm going to mention this person because I just met her and what a personality she has, but they actually have a 6th grader on the team who's quite the player. Her name is Aubrey Hamrick. Where's Aubrey? There you are. Okay. Another reason I want to point these kids out, guys, we are, entering and we've been doing a lot of work for a sport complex. And it's these kids and the future that's going to have an opportunity. And I can see how good they are now. Wait till they have a home. The youth just does not have, the youth soccer just does not have a home. You're playing, but you need a home, right? So I can't imagine how good this group is going to be once we have a home for them. Coach Gadd, Eric, he's been doing this how many years? 8?
9.
9 years, and this was his 5th championship. So we're real excited to hear that. And I'm going to let Coach Gadd just introduce him. And when he introduces you, I just want you to just raise a hand. I won't embarrass you. I promise, okay? They've been really worried if I was going to make them talk. Okay? So, Coach, would you mind introducing these players?
Okay, first we got Owen Snyder, Elias Blake, Noah Angus. As you can see, he wears his name on his front, the road. Zayden Wilkins, Yvette Trenton, Coon, Easton Tensioner, Tate Gunter, who's at Jax Hokum, Kylie Cox, I call her Allie, Maya Champlin, Brooklyn Cook, nicknamed Tiptoe by the way,
Yes.
Emma Hines, Aubrey Hamrick, and Ivy Stahl is here tonight.
Before I turn it over to the mayor, I just want to say one thing. Just as a Summersville recorder, Summersville City Council member, I just want this body here to understand, watching them on the field, they represented Summersville in a way like you'd be really proud of. I mean, they were just fantastic. Even when Ravenswood, I saw some kids over there, they were chirping a little bit. I saw that. And these kids let their play do the work and didn't get involved, so they really represented us well, and we want to thank you for that. I'm going to turn this over to the mayor right now.
Okay, so I want the team to stand up. This is for you.
Yeah, there you go.
All right. On behalf of the city, of which I proudly represent, I'm so excited to have you here tonight. Your accomplishments are incredible, and all we can do as a city is continue to partner with you and support you for your growth and your future. Gary mentioned the sports complex, which we're going to open the bids in a week. And hopefully, by the end of 2026, the soccer complex will be completed. And there's a reason that the soccer complex was in the first phase, because the sport you're playing has never had a home in this city. And as you and I know Eric and the coaches and your parents know, you play here and you play there. You played all over the place. Well, guess what? Hopefully in 2027, you're going to have a permanent home. And this isn't just a home for youth. As you mature and grow, it's going to have an incredible amount of fields and opportunities for your success in the sport of soccer. So on behalf of the city, congratulations. And the one other thing of it is you kind of caught me in a good mood because I'm exiting as mayor. And I've got some discretionary funds in my budget. And Eric, I'm going to send your team $500 that you can spend as you need this year, uniforms or whatever. But that comes to you on behalf of the city, to the Summersville Elementary School, or Summersville Middle School, sorry about that, Summersville Middle School soccer team. And congratulations on your championship. We're so proud of you. Stand up and give them a hand. Of course, make sure that plaque's up front.
Smile.
Congratulations. Mom. Congratulations. We're proud of you. Get another one next year, all right? Hey, congratulations.
Thanks for coming.
Congratulations. Thanks for coming out. Parents, thanks. Thanks for all you do. Obviously, we know there's a lot of work behind this. Eric? Hey, just give me an address. I just sent it to the school and sent you to the soccer team.
Special thanks to his parents.
Good job. Good job. See you later. Thanks for coming.
Good job, guys.
Come on, Dave. Because my legend is I know other coaches.
That's a good report. You like it?
Okay, let's roll with the rest of the meeting. The next item on the agenda, Annabeth, nobody else signed up for public comment, correct? Okay, the next item is appointment of Dave Harper to the New River Gorge Regional Development Authority, effective today, October 27th of 2025.
Move to approve and waive the reading.
Second.
Okay, we got a first and second. Council, let me... Okay, council, listen, actually what's happening here is we are members of NRGRDA. Dave is going to go ahead and get in the saddle, which he attended one meeting already as a guest. So there's a resignation letter that will go with his appointment letter. I'm resigning from NRGRDA effective today, and Dave is taking the seat and going to move forward with them. So the next meeting in November, Dave will actually attend as the city's representative, which the bylaws say the mayor and or his appointment. So I'm going ahead and getting Dave in the saddle with that commitment. And then the other thing I will tell you, the other resignation letter that went out today is I have resigned from the West Virginia Municipal League Board of Directors. And that is an opportunity that I got above being a member. The city's still a member, but I have resigned my seat on the West Virginia Municipal League Board of Directors effective today. And that letter will go out as well. And really what it is I'm positioning myself to be able to focus and concentrate heavily on, getting Dave familiar with the saddle. And there's just a lot of commitments with these other boards that I spend a lot of time running to meetings, and they're good. The Municipal League, I tell you, I don't know what we would have ever done without them through the pandemic, because that's where a lot of the knowledge and resources came from. So it's an awesome organization, and I've been honored to sit on it, the board of directors, but I have officially rendered that seat with the resignation. So we have a first and a second. Council, any discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion so carries. Recorder's report.
I think I did good. I think I've already pretty much had one. Thank you.
Awesome report. Okay, Mayor's report. Council, I want to let you know that the New River Gorge Regional Development Authority and their partner, the West Virginia Hive, are having a ribbon cutting on November 5th. The office location is 850 Northside Drive, and it sure would be good if you can make it to be there. It's at 12 noon, And this is an awesome opportunity for the city of Summersville. The New River Gorge footprint with the West Virginia Hive is southern West Virginia, and we are one of 2 of these offices that are opening. And so it's exciting for Summersville to be selected, because this is all about connecting entrepreneurs with the resources that they need in business. And whether it's technical assistance or financial, that's what the Hive office in Summersville will be available for. So the opening is November 5th at 12 noon, and it's in that Northside Plaza in behind the Dodge Jeep dealership, in that strip that's in behind it. Want to also remind everybody, trick-or-treating is this Friday night, 6 to 8 p.m. And then, of course, the Safe Zone at the Summersville Arena and Conference Center is the same time. Again, incredibly, people partner well with the city activities, and the last I heard, we've got 20+ businesses that have partnered with that again this year to pass out candy. So it'll be another great opportunity for people that don't want their kids out on the street. I have no reservation that you can take them to the Arena and Conference Center, and also take in the spirit of the Halloween season as they decorate the Conference Center, and the kids will come out of there with a bag of candy for sure. A couple of exciting announcements, Council. Annabeth Anderson, who we see sitting in the back of the room as our secretary tonight, taking minutes. Annabeth will start employment with the city of Summersville, training as the new executive assistant to the mayor on November 17th. We have held interviews for the executive assistant to the mayor. And also, the next announcement I have is Alicia Hudkins will start employment with the city of Summersville as the new executive director of the Summersville Arena and Conference Center on November 17th as well.
What's her name?
Alicia Hudkins. And so we've been through the interview process. I will also tell you that of course, straight up, Dave is the one that selected his executive assistant. He participated in the interviews, and at the end of the day, we gave opinions, and Dave made decisions. And then Dave also weighed in heavy on the conference center appointment too, as there will be some initial training. The idea was to get both of these folks in the seat and get some training from Mary Ann before our departure January 1st. The last thing I'd like to do is Gary, the city recorder, and his real job, I guess we always say, sometimes we think this is our real job, but his job with WVU Medicine, and Leslie, the CEO, Leslie Lawson, they invited me up to the hospital today to participate in something that it was an incredible community event, and they asked me to say some words, and I can't thank them enough, because when Leslie first came as CEO, in the first meeting I had with her, I encouraged her that I'd like to see WVU more involved with the community. And the tag team of her and Gary, they definitely met that challenge. But today, I got the opportunity to speak at something very important this month, and it's Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And they had a community event representing that today. So I'd just like to share the words that I shared there today here, because I think they're important. As we gathered today, not just to raise awareness, but to raise hope. Breast cancer touches so many lives. Our mothers, sisters, daughters, friends, and sometimes even the men in our lives. But what brings us to gather today, as we did in this community event, is not the pain of the journey, but the power of resilience, community, and love. Awareness saves lives. Early detection gives us more birthdays, more laughter, more time. And research gives us hope that one day breast cancer will no longer be a threat, only a chapter in medical history. To all the survivors that might hear this tonight, you are living proof of courage. To those still fighting, we stand beside you. And those who've lost the fight, your memory continues to inspire our fight for a cure. So let's continue to support one another, spread knowledge, and never stop believing in a future free of breast cancer. Together, we are stronger. Together, we are hope. And so, this is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and certainly, that's something that, we, the city, partner with as we can and support all of those in treatment, and certainly, continue to walk with those that have been, cured. So, anyway, I just felt it was a real compelling ceremony today. It really was, and WVU did a good job. And then we all walked the Mountaineer Mile, and by the way, we had the Mountaineer there too, so that was pretty exciting. So I don't know that I've ever seen a gun go off on the hospital campus, but it did today. So anyway, that concludes the mayor's report. How about council reports? Any council comments?
Mayor, did Mary Ann give you anything on the homeless resource fair?
She did not.
Okay, you okay if I mention?
Absolutely.
Okay, we had I guess it's our 4th Summersville Homeless Commission Resource Fair, down at the Family Life Center at Summersville Baptist, I guess a couple weeks ago. And we had about 17 plus organizations participating, which was really good. Gary, you were there, right? And we had approximately 45 folks that were participants in the resource fair, came for services and so forth. So I think it was a really good turnout, and I think everyone was pleased, folks that were served and also the providers as well. So it was, I think the highest number we had before was like 30, and I think around 45 or so.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah, it's growing.
Yeah.
It's growing.
And it's it's remarkable that we got out when we did with that, and the job that you all have done. Jim and Mary Ann co-chair it, but all of the organizations, because it seems like, unfortunately, more and more now, I see more homeless people.
I was at Anytime Fitness this morning, and came out of there, and there was a guy walking across the parking lot with a blanket around him.
Yeah. And I've seen them going up and down 19, walking along the road, and their packs and their life, and so we'll continue to pray for the good work of the commission, and of course, what that's all about is helping people up and trying to get them the resources that they need to get out of the situation they're in. So I commend Jim. I'm glad you did. Bring that up tonight, because that's the kind of thing, and again, it all happens because we partner and collaborate with everybody. Even the table now, the meals that they're serving, it's unreal, the volume of people that are going through there twice a day. It's open twice a week. Is that correct, Jim?
Yeah.
Yeah. And what's it called? Is it called the table?
The table.
Yeah, the table. Yeah. But they feed them a meal, and even the organizations that have come to help with that, it's incredible. So it just speaks so well of our community and how people, when they're asked, they care and they give. So thank you, Jim. And Noah, Mary Ann is not here, and I don't know. I'm not sworn by a HIPAA, so I can say what I want to say. But Mary Ann's husband, Doc Taylor, got a little crazy this weekend and thought he could ride a mechanical bull. And anyway, he ended up Saturday in surgery, and quite frankly has a plate and some screws in him. And so Mary Ann is not here because I actually talked to him, and they're on their way back from Morgantown. He was released today, but he's going to have some recovery. But he's resilient. He is, and even talking to him and Mary Ann on the way back. Of course, now, I told him, I said, Doc, I got a bull waiting for you, a real live bull waiting for you in the driveway. He said, don't worry about that, I got one in the car. Because I can assure you that Mary Ann was not real excited about the way the evening ended. But anyway, unfortunately, yes, he got on the mechanical bull. I don't know if I should be saying this at a city council meeting or not. But, you know, we pray for his recovery, and, you know, sometimes you know how it is, the older we get, the younger we think we are. So the best advice I can give is elderly people should not be getting on mechanical bulls. And I'm glad I wasn't there Friday night, because Doc would have probably talked me into getting on it too, so.
You two tend to go.
But anyway, so just keep Doc in our prayers. But that is, yeah, Mary Ann probably would have been here tonight without a doubt, and an update on that, Jim, but thank you for giving it. No council reports, any other council reports? Okay, it's pretty easy then. All we need is a motion to adjourn. Got a first and a second. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed, same sign. Council, thank you.
Thank you, man.